Hello students, welcome once again to Akshar IIT Foundation classes. Myself S. Mohan, chemistry faculty. Right. So students, in the previous class we were doing the atomic structure, and in that we completed a part discovery of electron, protons, neutrons, their charges, masses, their charge to mass ratios. This all we discussed. So just 2 minutes, let's I'll brief it once again, and then today we'll start our exercise practice sheet, right? So students, in the previous class we discussed about the second topic, that is ancient views about the atom, right? So ancient views about atom was what? Any matter is made up of a tiny particles called atoms, and atoms are indivisible, right? So based on this, one theory was also proposed, which was called as a Dalton's atomic theory, and according to this theory, atoms are indivisible, and atoms of same element have the same properties, atoms of different elements have the different properties. This all we studied, right? But later what happens? J.J. Thomson disproved, means what? Proved as wrong. Okay, which theory? Dalton's atomic theory. The main concept of Dalton's atomic theory was what? Atoms can neither be, means they are indivisible. But J.J. Thomson disproved it by discovering the electron. By which experiment? Discharge tube experiment, right? Through the discharge tube experiment, he discovered the electrons, and electrons are the negatively charged particles that are present in the atom. Later, protons also discovered, which are the positively charged particles. Then neutrons also discovered, which are the neutral particles, right? And the charge and mass of these particles are given, okay, already we discussed. And if you have it material in the page number 21, in the page number 21 we have one table. Once you see that, properties of fundamental particles. What are the fundamental particles? Electrons, protons, and neutrons, right? So now see here, nature of electron is negatively charged, proton is positively charged, and neutron is neutral. And what is the absolute charge? 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs of negative charge on electron, and same charge, that is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs positive charge on the proton, and neutron is neutral. Okay. So here one more is also given, the charge on the proton, that is 4.802 into 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU. See students, here ESU stands for electrostatic unit. ESU, electrostatic unit. So we can express the charge in terms of coulombs, in terms of ESU. If they ask you in terms of coulomb, then you write 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. Okay. And if you ask you in terms of ESU, then 4.802 into 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU, right? So charge can be measured in two ways, coulombs, ESU. What is the ESU? Electrostatic unit, right? Good. Next, relative unit. Normally we take, okay, that minus 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs as 1 unit. Okay. So minus 1 unit, negative 1, minus 1. And similarly, proton also same charge, but positive charge. So what do we take? As the plus 1. And neutron is what? 0. That is neutral, right? And absolute mass, means perfect mass in terms of kgs. The mass of the electron is what? 9.105 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kgs. Okay. And proton is 1.673 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kgs. And neutron is also approximately same, 1.675 into 10 to the power of minus 7. And relative mass. Relative means what? Comparing. When you compare the mass of relative mass, okay, the electron with the proton or this one. So we can write 0.000586 AMU. AMU means what? Atomic mass unit. They write here AMU, atomic mass unit. But now instead of using AMU, we are expressing in terms of unified mass. That just you can write U also, no problem, right? And then 1 mole of mole, okay, discovered, okay. Electron discovered by Thomson, proton discovered by Rutherford, and neutron discovered by Chadwick, right? So these are the important things what we discussed in the previous class. Today, now let's solve the practice sheet, okay? So open your page number 21 to practice sheet. Let's come explore, right? The first question, just I'll read the question, you say the answer, right? Atom is no longer indivisible, okay, but it consists of. So J. Dalton said what? Atoms are indivisible, but J. Thomson what he said? Atoms can be divisible. So when you break the atom, what type of particles are present? Neutrons, protons, electrons, all the above. Very good. So that is all the above. Electrons, protons, neutrons, all are present there. The charge of electron in ESU. See there, the same page. Good. 4.802 into 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU, but it is electron, so negative charge, so you have to put minus. Minus 4.802 means minus 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU electrostatic unit. So answer is first option. Next you see here, the fundamental particle is not deflected by electric and magnetic field. This is important question. Okay. So we have the electron, protons and neutrons. Okay. We have that what? Electrons, protons and neutrons. Right. So electron carries a negative charge. Right. Proton carries a positive charge. And neutron, no charge, 0. Okay, neutral. Now, what they are asking here question is what? The fundamental particle which is not deflected by both electric and magnetic field. So here, for example, you think the particles are passing like this. Okay, like this the particles are moving. If I place here electric field or magnetic field, then which of these particles will not deflect? They are asking. For example, I am taking plus or minus something like this. Come on, think. Very good. So your answer is neutron. Your answer is what? Neutron. Can you say why it is neutron? Because see, you know that this electron carries which charge? Negative charge. You know that like charges repel, unlike charges attracts. Yes or no? So if we place like this, for example, imagine that if the electrons are moving like this, okay, we are placing the plus here and minus here. Electrons are negatively charged particles, so opposite charges attracts and like charges repel. So this negative repel, this negative positive attract. So instead of going straight up, these particles will move towards the positive charge. They bend like this, right? Now, for example, if you think now this time protons, okay, for example, protons are moving like this straight, okay, protons are moving. Now if I place this plus and minus charges here, then what happens? Protons also charged particle, they are having the positive charge, and you know that like charges repel, unlike charges attract. So then what happens? This positive repel, but positive negative attract. So now what happens? The rays will deflect like this, okay. Now see the neutrons. So neutrons are neutral, they don't have any charge, they are zero charge, no charge on them. So they do not deflect towards either positive or negative, they go straight. So the answer is neutron is the right answer. Clear to you? Okay. Now third question you see in the page number 22, which of the following statement about the electron is correct? So it is a negatively charged particle. Yes, electrons are the negatively charged particle. This statement is correct. The mass of electron is equal to mass of the neutron. No, right? Mass of the electron is very less, negligible. Okay, but mass of the neutron is, we take a relative mass, 1 point, right? So this statement is wrong. And it is a basic constituent of all atoms. Yes, any atom, every atom consists of okay, electrons. So this is a basic constituent of atom. and fourth one both 1 and 3. So option is both 1 and 3 students. Okay, both 1 and 3 is the right answer. Next question. The absolute mass of electron in kilogram is, just now we discussed, the mass of electron is how much? 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kgs. In kilograms, kgs. So direct question, this is nothing to discuss. The answer is 4. The element without the 3 fundamental particles is, this is also very important students here. So here what are they given? Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine. So see students, here we have in the periodic table 118 elements already we discussed. Okay. So these elements consist of all these fundamental particles, electrons, protons and neutrons, right? But out of this 118 element, there is one element which do not consist of all these 3 fundamental particles. Okay. Then what is that element? That element is a hydrogen. Okay. So hydrogen. Hydrogen atomic number 1, mass number 1. Means it consists of only 1 electron, 1 proton, but it do not consist of a neutron. No neutrons are present in the hydrogen. But listen here. So hydrogen is available in the form of isotopes also. Okay. So hydrogen is available in 3 forms to us. Okay. They are called isotopes. All are hydrogens only. They are called isotopes. So in that term, the first isotope of hydrogen is called protium, second one is called deuterium, third one is called tritium. So in this, the first hydrogen do not consist of a neutron, so the answer is hydrogen, that is protium. Okay. Then come to the next question. The charge of an electron is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. Hello students, okay. So let's go to the next question. No. So we are discussing which question here. First 2 questions are completed. Now the third question you see in the page number 22 once again. So which of the following statement about the electron is correct? Which of the following statement about the electron is correct? So here 4 statements are there. Come on, see which are the 4 statements. Once you read one by one, it is a negatively charged particle. Okay. So we know that electron is a negatively charged particle. Yes or no? Electron is negatively charged particle. So first statement is correct. The mass of electron is equal to the mass of neutron. That's the second option. Does the mass of electron is same as a neutron? No. Mass of electron is very, very less. So the second option is wrong. It's not correct. Let's go to the third option. It's a basic constituent of all atoms. Yes. Okay. So all the atoms consist of electrons, protons and neutrons. All the atoms consist of electrons, protons and neutrons. So here electron is one of the basic constituent of all the atoms. Hence, fourth option is right. It says that 1 and 3. Right? Good. Fourth question, absolute mass of electron in kilograms is. It's a direct question, nothing to be explained. Now, just turn the page backside and see what is the mass. Good. 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So, where is that? Second option. 9.11 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. That's the right answer. Okay, that's a direct question. Next, fifth one, the element without the 3 fundamental particles all is. So here what are the options given? Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine. See students here, all atoms consist of these electrons, protons, neutrons, I said actually just now. So here total in the periodic table we have 118 elements are there. How many elements are there as of now? 118 elements, right? In that, except the hydrogen, all elements consist of electrons, protons and neutrons. What about the hydrogen? Hydrogen consists of only 1 electron and 1 proton. There is no neutron in hydrogen. So the answer is, so this consists of 1 electron and 1 proton. That's all. Okay, so there is no neutron in the hydrogen. So hence, what the answer is hydrogen, right? But here one exception is also there. Hydrogen actually in the nature it is available in 3 forms, which are called isotopes, right? So that we'll discuss in the later, but as of now, hydrogen do not consist of neutron. Remember this point. Then come to the next question. Which of the following particle is not present in the next one? Sixth question, no? Yeah. The charge of an electron is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. What will be the charge on the sodium ion? So sodium ion is given, students, here Na plus is given. So Na plus means what? This is sodium, Na is a symbol of sodium, you know that. Here plus means what? It lost one electron. So one electron is gone, means what? Here otherwise you can say that here plus means it has one excess proton than the electron. And proton carries which charge? First, positive charge. And what is the amount of charge? Same charge as electron, 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. But as it is positive charge, so here you would write the plus is the answer. So once you check options, first option is the right answer. Okay. Then come to the which of the following particle is not present in the protium. Yeah, just I was discussing about this one only. So here, student, here I said that so in the which question, that is fifth question, the element without the 3 fundamental particles, that is hydrogen, I said, right? But hydrogen is available in 3 forms. Okay, so one is called protium. What is called protium? Second one is called deuterium. And third one is called tritium. Okay, this one. So this is denoted by H11, H12, H13. So these 3 atomic numbers same, that is 1, 1, 1, but mass numbers are different, 1, 2, 3. These are called isotopes of hydrogen. Okay, so these are isotopes of hydrogen. So this hydrogen means this one has no neutron, only one electron, one proton is present. So this hydrogen is called protium. What is called? Protium. Okay, so the protium, there is no neutron, in the protium, whereas in the deuterium and tritium, the neutrons are there. Okay, very good. We discuss about again isotopes in the later class. Isotopes means what? See, atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass numbers, that we discuss in the next classes, coming classes. Okay, next, the relative mass of electron is direct question. Just if you turn the page, you can say the answer. 0.0005486 AMU. Right. Next question. The relative charge of proton is proton. What's the proton charge? Positive. So right, +1. So the answer is +1. Relative charge is represented with the +1. And mass of 1 mole of neutron. This is also a direct question. So that is 1.00. In the next previous page, if you turn 1.008655. So that's the right answer. Right. So these are the 10 concept based questions, students. So very simple questions. Okay. Now if we come to the second level, exercise 1, level 1, JEE Main. This is little difficult. Difficult means what? Actually they are very easy, but just they give the questions beyond your text, means beyond your material. Okay. So you may not get 1 or 2 questions answers in your material. So just beyond. Okay. So this all we learn in the coming classes. Right. Now, so exercise on page number 22, multiple choice questions, J mains. Chalo, first question. The specific charge of a positive rays. Positive rays, remember. The specific charge means what? E by M ratio. This already we discussed in the previous class. Specific charge means E by M. Okay. So, the specific charge for positive rays is much less than the specific charge of cathode rays. Yes. Why? Now, positive, the answer is here, positive option C, positive rays are positively charged. No. Charge on positive charge is less. No. Positive rays are comprise ionized atoms whose mass is much heavier. This is right option. Why? Because here E by M. Okay. So, M in the denominator, students. See, you know that this is called numerator. This is called numerator. This is called denominator, right? So, here as the denominator increases, okay, so denominator increases, the specific charge will be decreases, because this is in the denominator, inversely proportional. Inversely proportional means what? If one increases, other will be decreases. Is this clear to you? So, for example, you see, how can I say? Okay, for example, you think you brought one pizza. Okay, you want to eat a pizza, you brought one pizza, you think, right? So, your one member, you brought a pizza, then what happens? This pizza is a big pizza and that is enough for you. Okay, this is sufficient for you and you are ready to eat. At that time, for example, you think one of your friend has come and then you need to divide. So, now the members are increased. When your member of increased, then what you do? You make it to the half. Yes. So, your friend will get half, your friend. So, when you are 1, so you will be getting 1. But when your friend is added 2, then becomes what? This becoming is half. Okay. If 2 more friends are came, then you have to divide like this. So, 4 members will get only quarter part only will get. If you get 4 more members of your friends, then you will get only this part only you will get. Okay. So, this part only you will get, right? So, only them. The meaning is what? As the number of friends are increasing, members increasing, the pizza you will get is decreasing. Okay. So, this is called inversely proportional. What is called? Inversely proportional. So, if one quantity increases, then other quantity will be decreases. So, here generally, so when it is in the denominator, when it is the denominator, then what happens? If the denominator here, this side decreases, then the main subject will be increases. If this is increases, this will be decreases. So, our question is what's here? The specific charge for the positive rays is much less means what? This is less. Why this is less? Because denominator is more. Okay. Is this clear to you? So, in that way you need to understand. Now, S1 be the specific charge of the cathode rays and S2 is a positive, then what is the true? So, S1 is the cathode rays. Cathode rays means what? Electrons. And positive rays means what? Protons. And whose mass is less? Electron mass is less. Okay. If the denominator in the mass, if the electron mass is less, the specific charge of this one is more. If proton mass is more, the specific charge is less. So, therefore, the specific charge of electron is greater than the specific charge of the protons or positive charge. So, the answer is S1 is greater than S2. Next, the massive particle among the following: alpha particle, deuteron, proton and beta particle. So, students, here I said, little questions will be higher which we not discussed in this topic, but still, okay. So, here that is alpha particle. So, here why? Because alpha particle, because alpha particle is made up of 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So, its mass is 4 units, okay. So about the alpha particle we discuss in the next class. We have the Rutherford atomic model where the gold foil experiment is there. So in that gold foil experiment, alpha particles are used, okay, to bombard the gold foil. Okay, so there I'll explain the alpha particle. So as of now, you think that alpha particle is nothing but it's 2 protons and neutrons, and it is heavier, right? Then come to the fourth question. Where is the fourth question? Page number 23. Page number 23, see now, which of the following statements about the electron is correct? You have to say this about the electron is correct. Only statements, no numerical, no problems. So come on student, now say, read that 4 options and say the answer. 4 options of what? The mass of electron is equal to mass of neutron. Wrong. The mass of electron is equal to mass of proton. That's also wrong. It's a basic constituent of all atoms. Yes, it's a basic constituent of all the atoms. So the answer is, right answer is 3. And which of the following is not a fundamental particles? What are the fundamental particles? Electron, proton, neutron. So what is extra here? Alpha particle. So alpha particle is not a fundamental particle. So your answer is 3. Magnitude of deflection of cathode rays in the discharge tube is more. Magnitude of deflection of cathode rays in the discharge tube more. This is in the first slide, I think we have shown here. Here, the cathode rays are deflecting more. Okay. So why they are asking? So the reason, what are the 4 options are given? Magnitude of charge of the particle is more. Greater interaction with the electric or magnetic field. Less mass of the particle. Yes. So all these are can give the answer. So answer is all the above. Right. Next, the constancy of the E/m ratio of electron shows the electron mass is 1/1837 of the mass of the proton. This actually it's correct. Electrons are universal particles of matter. So students, this is the right answer actually. Electrons are produced in discharge tube only, none of this. See, actually all the statements what are given are correct here, but the suitable, the constancy means what? The E/m ratio of electron is always constant. Okay, that is the meaning of that statement. So for what is that is electrons are universal particle of all the matter. For every matter we have these electrons, and for every matter we conduct a discharge tube experiment, from that electrons only released, and always the electrons ratio is E/m is constant. Okay, so the option is second option, students. Next, the E/m value of the electron already we discussed in the last class, that is E/m. So that is 1.76 into 10 to the power of 11 coulombs per kg. So B is the right option. That's a direct question. When the speed of the electron increases, the specific charge decreases. This is also a direct question. The nature of anode rays depends on the gas which is filled in the discharge tube. So the option is 1. The E/m ratio of a proton is less than that of electron. Already we discussed here. See, specific ratio of E/m is nothing but a specific ratio. Specific ratio of electron is greater than the specific charge of a proton. So therefore, here the answer is nature of less than the E/m of electron. Correct only. Next, the value of charge on the oil drop experiment observed were minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs and minus 4 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, and the value of the electronic charge indicated by the result is I think this is a 2. This is a direct question. Once you check the answer, that is 2 might be. Okay. Next one, the increasing order of specific charge of electron, proton, alpha particle and neutron. Here the answer is neutron, alpha particle, proton and electron. So the option is fourth option. Next, the charge to mass ratio of an alpha particle is approximately to the charge to mass ratio of a proton. So here it consists of 2 proton, students here, but mass is 4. So that is half is the right answer, 2/4. The answer is 1/2, so half. So answer is 14. Okay. Then This already we discussed. I think the fundamental particle which is not deflected by electric and magnetic field. This already we discussed here. So these are the electrons are deflecting like this, protons are deflecting towards the negative charge particles, and the neutrons will be moving straight because neutrons are neutral, they do not have any charge, so they do not deflect neither positive or negative. Why? Electrons can deflect towards the positive charge because unlike charges attracts electron as a negative charge, so they attract towards the positive and they repel with the negative. Protons, about protons, protons are having the positive charge, so they attracted towards the negative charge and they repel with a positive charge, right? But neutrons are neutral, they do not deflect anywhere. Okay. Next question, the E by M value of specific charge of the cathode rays. This already thing discussed, is constant and does not depend on the nature of the gas in the discharge tube. So the option is 2 only. And last and final one, students, here, which of the following reactions led to the discovery of neutron? So here the neutron is discovered by bombarding. Bombarding means what? By colliding. Okay. So which particles here? The answer is beryllium. Second option, beryllium. When it is collided with the helium, then it gives the neutron. So that is the second option. This you can see, yeah, you can see in the page number 21. In the page number 21, you have one diagram. You can see there, beryllium Be49, like this it is there. You can see in the page number 21, you have one diagram. You can see, students, here. Okay, here it is a beryllium with the mass number 4, sorry, atomic number 4 and mass number 9, and this is alpha particle. So this is helium, we write 2 and 4, and that gives a carbon, that is 6 and 12 plus 1 neutron. So this reaction is the right answer. So that is the answer. So second option is the right answer. Okay, students. So our time is also up. So with this we completed. Now it's my task time. So this you have to do. So this is a practice for you. So you complete that. By the next class you are going to start the third synopsis. Okay. So do you have any doubt from this topic? Yes. So once you go through this chapter, very important chapter, because the electron, proton, neutron, masses, charges, discovery, these all are very important, because in the next topic we are going to discuss about the atomic models. Very important atomic models. So in this atomic, to understand atomic models, you need to know this chapter perfectly. Okay, students. So take care. With this we stop. Okay, bye.